about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014. As you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down, Murray. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray to the right side to Eric Ebron. 2 yards, good enough for a first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pick up of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down at 4. Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pick. Up of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chargers first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Carry for the running back.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On third down, Rosen. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Patrick Queen.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. A big third down play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
25-yard line.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Second and 10.
180. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. 18. Mike 52.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So that'll back him up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Niners 14, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Play action here with Rosen. And he'll let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brett Maher.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Maher, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we are tied at 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
36. I got it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Chargers 28, 49ers 14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And shoving his way inside the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Trubisky. Short little throw to Ebron. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give, right side. Harvey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Trubisky looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
28.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
Take over
They
first
are more
and 10.
athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Is third down.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rosen off the play action. On the crossing route, complete. It's Knight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Rosen to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35. 49ers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
That's how we do
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 80.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chargers 42. 49ers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them up.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, the ball
Josh
carrier.
Jacobs,
Touchdown.
75 yards. yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
Brett Maher on 4.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8-yard gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carried by.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force. That to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The ball carrier.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
His kick.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 36.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Trubisky to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Trubisky looking deep here for Ebron. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malik Jackson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
56. 49ers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Powerful running. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They go backwards there in 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now it's Rosen looking under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. And I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The kick is good.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Trubisky to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Harvey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Dancing to his left. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 59.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
36.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Ryan, his tight end. It's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
53, Mike, 53. Alert. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike, 53.
Rosen will throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 20.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye.
There he goes left side, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
That's a what? Alert. 18.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, that footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.